welcome back. Today we've got another new mod map for FS19. So excited to finally see some more of this stuff happening, guys. It's fantastic. Yeah, it's been really good lately. I mean, 2 days in a row, 2 days with new mod maps in the mod hub. I don't know. It's tough to keep on hating on it, I guess, right? Love it. This here map, oh, that's going to be a tight fit. This is a new map for FS19, obviously. I just want to call it Maxwell Manor. Marwell Manor. Marwell? Something like that. Marwell Manor. This is an OxygenDavid map. And if you are familiar with any of his maps from previous games, you know it's going to be high quality. Is this my turn? This here's the main route. We just left the garage area, so that's the kind of one of the starting points, I guess. You can pick up your vehicles there, obviously. Purchase your vehicles, which I purchased a little truck just to kind of demo around. Here is the turn to our area. You can see this, Marwell Manor Farms. Pretty cool. We got a large stone, nice looking estate farm beside us there. A little shed here as we pull in. Now we are playing on, right now it's set up as a new farmer mode, and it's very similar to, yeah, any of the modes are pretty similar in the grand aspect of things. However, I would recommend you're going to want to go with new farmer mode on this map personally, just so that you get the farm you're about to see pre-built for you. Yeah, let's see if we can see this in a sec here. There she is. So all the assets you're going to see in here obviously are put in place. They look really good. They do look really good. So you've got a little cow area right here, some shops on the back side, both these houses on this side over here, guys. Let's see what else we've got on the far side. You can see I've driven around a little bit, just taking a quick look. I know our silage pit is just kind of on the back over here. Another farm building in there. Some storing of some equipment. You do get some decent equipment when you start off on New Farmer as well. You probably saw the Fendt tractor that was back there. I believe it's a Massey Ferguson harvester. Yeah, it's the Massey harvester. The big Fendt. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so you get some decent equipment to start with. Oh, and there's that's a 6M, I believe, back there as well. Maybe a 6R. Actually, it's a 6R. Never mind. It's got the front implement connection. Yeah, so anyways, guys, like I said, this is your farm. I would recommend you're going to want to start off on this. Prices in the store are a little bit different, I guess, compared to what settings you start off on. Obviously, they're the most lenient on new farmers, so I mean, if that's something you don't want, I guess that's one thing to be said about that. There's your silo. You got a couple more farm buildings over here. Lots of storage, which is kind of good. Really like that. And then you've got a couple farm lands over in this area. I think you own the ones on this side, to be honest. Looks good. And well, this road here will take us back to the purchasable vehicle point. It's kind of like a back road through the fields that leads you back to where you were. Very cool. Love how these little dirt roads are placed now. I've been kind of using these on a lot of my Let's Plays as well to try and build when I'm building my own little dirt roads through maps. This is a great way to do it. It looks fantastic in here. Great job by OxygenDavid putting this map together. As you can tell, guys, I really do enjoy the look of this map. It looks fantastic. Very well done. Cool. Alright, well, we're back here at the vehicle storage point, guys. Let's go do a bit of an aerial view. We'll do a quick walk around. We'll look at some of the other little interesting things about this map and just kind of show off everything that all the sell points and everything this place has to offer. Let's get to work. Pitter patter.
Klutch simulations.
Alright, guys, so this is one thing I did want to show you, actually. So we've started on new farmer mode. Now if you start on any other modes, on the other two more difficult modes, you're just not going to get that centralized farm, and you're going to start with less money. Those are the two big differences, as well as the grain prices. They seem to be relatively the same. There is a slight drop, it seems to me, on the hardest difficulty, but it's not a lot. I did notice that wheat was down around 400, I think, on the hardest difficulty. There's nothing that was up with the 1600. Everything was around the $1,200 range for your expensive grains, your soybeans and your sunflowers. So that's about as far as the differences go. For the most part, the prices were somewhat similar. Yeah. So anyways, this here is the main farm right here. This is the Marwell Manor area. The interesting thing with this map, I don't know if I've seen this before. I haven't noticed this in FS17 at all. But if you go to your garage, so this is the products, the equipment we start with. This is all the starting equipment. Pretty nice Fend to be starting with, isn't it? And you get the 6R, not bad. The only thing I've purchased is the pickup truck. That's the only thing that I've bought. But as you scroll down, you'll see we got a few implements to start with, which is all good and great. But right at the very end, we get a cow shed to start with as well. Where is it here? I think it's right at the end. There we go. We get Marwell Farm. So you get the actual farm, $500,000. You could just sell that all if you wanted to, I suppose, and make some money back on it. But I thought that was interesting that that's included as one of the owned items that is sellable. Anyways, interesting. Other than that, let's take a look here. So you can see we're over at the main shop area. The purchase shop is right behind us here. It's kind of centralized area, to be honest with you. There's a few sell points in and around. There's really only two main sell points, as you saw in here. So we have, what is it? The Greendale stores and Rainbow Ridge stores are the main two sell points for all your grain. You got an egg sell point, a sawmill, of course, a dairy area, which is completely separated, and a spinnery, which is more moving back to more the FS 17 maps in comparison to the FS 19 base maps, that's for sure. But let's take a quick flyby and stuff and see what you guys think here. As you know, I like to kind of go for the flybys, get the old sandcastle out here. So here we go. So like I said, we're all centralized in the main shop area. And tell you what, we're going to go back towards the main storage area back here. So we have a few drop-offs. It's a biogas plant, obviously, behind here. Here's an animal dealership. And there's a lot of horse areas, it looks like, in this. I've seen a couple of riding arenas, one just puttering around. Move this out of the way so it's not so obtrusive. Great looking riding arena. I love it. Over here we have, like I said, the biogas plant. I think Greendale stores should be in here as well. Yeah, there it is. It's up on the top. So we do have drop-offs in here, guys, on obviously the biogas plant, as you'd expect. Over to the far side is obviously the end of the map. That's where she ends. Cool. All right, so that's it for that. And now if we head back up on top, there's the main road that kind of cuts through. You can kind of see how it's all covered in trees. I love the look of that. That is awesome. And over here we have Southview Barn. So this is I believe this here is your hay sale area. It looks like we have a place to put grain, but I wasn't aware that was a drop point. Yeah, I'm not sure what this would be for yet. I've not done anything in there. Looks good. Obviously some larger fields back here. I do like this field with the telephone poles. I mean, I like the look of it. I don't want to do any harvesting on it. I'll be running into that telephone pole constantly. Looks good though. Odd shaped field number 7 kind of cuts in and on the side. And then you can see the road still kind of cuts underneath all these trees. You can barely tell there's fields on either side of these roads when you're driving down them. A large manor area building here. Like there's the tennis courts. Oh, look at the pool. I didn't even notice the pool before. That looks cool. Nice. Nice looking farmhouse. Is that even really a farmhouse? Manor house? Oh, and you can cut back through to our private road through it as well. Then you have, what is the far side here? That's it. Rainbow Ridge Stores is down here on the far end. So this here is the other sell point. So the main two sell points are kind of on opposite sides of the map. So you can kind of choose which one's going to give you the best price for your goods just by that. So that's it for the store points. Let's see if we can get up to the sawmill. Sawmill's right back here. There we go. There's our sawmill. Nothing special here, guys. It's what you'd expect from a sawmill. I don't know if logging would be really all that big on this map. And there's a few trees, but there's not a lot of logging areas per se. So maybe the odd tree here and there, but I don't think you're going to be going to town. I mean, you could maybe get rid of some of the trees and longer pathway systems in here. But other than that, like, there's just not a large concentration of trees anywhere. This here area is technically, I think, going to be part of your farm. Yeah, it's part of field 19, looks like. Well, let's double check that, because I don't know if it is. But it looks like another place where you can kind of customize your own area. Kind of a flattened area, and then it leads out to these large fields here. So this is field 1. Field 19 is one that you own as grass field. And field 18, which is just over the ridge here. And that one is yours as well. The big field is already yours. So it's a good sized field to start with for sure. Cool. We'll take a quick look at purchase prices for all these. What am I looking at there? Okay. Let's go take a quick look at in the store at the map here to see what our purchase prices are for some of these fields, just so we know. There we go. So these are all the fields we own. So field 1, we talked about that one. So you're looking at, what is that, 371,000. So it's a fair amount to purchase any new fields. If you want to increase 400,000, 530, 52, 150 or 152. And there's nothing else small. Oh, you can buy all the exterior land for 17 million if you so desire. So that includes obviously that's some of the older houses, the shops. Wow, that's interesting. So you can't just buy. I did not know that before. That's interesting. Does that go for this? Oh, and you can buy these separately as well. They're a little bit cheaper, obviously. And actually, oh, there is a, that's where it was. I knew that there was some logging in this area, and that's this area up here, the forested area, up beside the sawmill. So you can purchase that land there if you want to do it. And it's conveniently located right beside the sawmill. Isn't that perfect? I do like how they've done the map with a kind of an authentic Google Maps style overlay. Looks good. Looks good. Cool. Anyways, guys, that is really going to do it for this first look on Marwell Manor. I want to call it Maxwell Manor. I don't know what it is, but anyways, Marwell Manor, very nice looking European style map. Very authentic, to be honest, too. Loving that. Very well. Just a fit and polish to this map that none of the other mod maps really have yet. This one is definitely going, knocking it out of the park in that aspect. So if you're looking for a bit of a smaller map, not too small, but a little bit smaller. I don't know if it's really suited for multiplayer, but a single player map for sure. Then you cannot go wrong with this map, guys. Anyways, hope you have a great day, guys. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that old thumbs up button. If you didn't like the video, well, you can hit the old thumbs down button. If you're not a subscriber, guys, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you guys later. This is Klutch. Over and out.